The countdown has begun. We are starting on Death Aura for this best of 3. It's not a qualifying match. It is a best of 3. The winner will go on to the finals and have a chance to qualify for that main event. And just a quick update. Lemon is up 1-0 against Cell at the moment.
Wow. I was not expecting that.
What were you expecting, Light?
That's Cell to be up. That's, yeah.
Well, hopefully we'll find out as we continue on with our first semi-final. As we have here spawning in the top left, the Red Zerg representing Hong Kong and Team GP. This is GogojOey.
And spawning in at the bottom right-hand corner of Death Aura LE, we have the Mongolian Zerg player going for a pretty standard pool first. We have Sioras.
So it was a 17 pool, so it wasn't like a 12 pool or 12 or 13, so it could just be used for defensive purposes at the moment. There's the natural going down, so yeah, I think it's more just for defensive here for Sioras. But GogojOey, of course, going for the hatch first.
Yeah. Really interesting how GogojOey plays this out, especially compared to his ZVPs, where he's like incredibly safe. But here in ZvZ, he's incredibly confident in his defense against, early pools.
Yeah. Maybe he has a plan in mind. Sorry, Sioras getting 6 lings out. Yeah, only going for that gas now. As both players are just gone for this gasless style.
Yeah. I mean, GogojOey, his gas is a little bit faster as opposed to Sioras because of his economic opener. But yeah, again, I guess I'm curious to see if these two, they have played against each other before. Maybe they know how each other plays or not. Again, I'm too familiar because I don't get to cast a lot of Sioras, unfortunately. He's in this weird situation where his country of origin is like sometimes in one region, sometimes it's in another. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but here he is in the Taiwan-Hong Kong qualifiers, and maybe gonna find some drone damage.
Yeah, Ling Team 6 already on the way here. As Festival Lings, Craig's getting pulled to help as well. GogojOey doing his best to micro. The Queens are out, so these Lings shouldn't really be doing too much damage. Oh, nice blocking there. All but 2 Lings escape. GogojOey starting that Ling speed up now, getting more Lings. He wants to go for the counteract. There's the Baneling Nest. Sioras, he's just droning up.
Oh, interesting. So he's going for, it looks like he's going to try and wall off. There it is. We have an Evo Chamber. We have a Roach Warren. He does not want to get into that Ling Bane. He wants to skip that entirely. And yeah, especially on Death Aura, you can just wall off with 2 buildings and a Queen.
Yeah. So, back GogojOey, he's going for that 3rd base. Now, if he was going up against Demi would be making a crap ton of Lings right now. Getting that +1 range weapons, Sioras is. So, yeah, he's definitely looking to get into this Roach play fairly soon.
Yeah, again, really nicely done. He's basically denying the scouting of GogojOey. He's not aware if there's like a fast lair or anything along those lines. And Sioras is actually making a huge wave of Lings, and he's kind of banking them up here in the natural.
Yeah, maybe this is just a fake out, but there's no speed on these Lings. There's no Baneling Nest. GogojOey's going for his own Roach Warren now. Getting that +1 Carapace. He canceled the Baneling Nest.
Yeah.
He saw it. Yeah, wow, okay.
That was actually really smart. Like, he saw the wall, realized that Banelings weren't going to be needed, so he just cancels it and goes right into the Roach Warren instead.
Yeah, I think Sioras got those Lings because he was expecting maybe a... the Lings do get in! And now he sees that many Lings, you gotta be thinking, oh crap, I needed that baitling nest.
Right? Oh my god, and immediately as soon as he gets in, the Lings are all flooding across the map. There are so many Lings here for for Sioras. Meanwhile, there is a full wall of going down. He's completely abandoning his third base.
Oh yeah, I would too in this situation. As now, yeah, there's nothing really Sioras can do right now except try and nibble down this Roach Drone as best as he can. There's not really too much surface area that he can go for. The wall off at the back is complete.
Oh.
Roach Drone will go down. Roaches should be joining the fight momentarily.
Yeah, he's trying his best to save it, but the Roach Warren does go down, and the third does as well. Sioras nicely done, able to completely trick his opponent, thinking that he was just gonna, macro up, go into Roaches, when really he was going for this big, massive Ling Flood.
Yeah, but I feel like Sioras can't really push into the natural at this very moment. There's just too much sad defense, 2 spines, that number of Roaches, and a couple of Lings. Yeah, Sioras is gonna have a bad time pulling that out, and I'm surprised Sioras hasn't gone for his own third base yet. He is still just on this 2-base economy now, and now only just getting that third base. GogojOey not retaking that third just as yet.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Yeah, for a moment there, the wall was not a wall, and there was a bit of an opportunity for the Lings to flood on in, and yeah, GogojOey, he's actually really delaying his third base, opting to go for this counterattack instead.
Yeah, and I do like this decision. There's no speed on those Roaches yet, so they are taking a bit of a while. Back through, no cancel!
Oh, God!
And the Lings, they can just go straight into the natural, check what's happening, see if there's any more tech. Does see the lair, but sees no extra tech, and there's GogojOey pulling a page out of Demi and going for that meter switch.
Exactly. He gets into the main base. He sees that not all 4 gases have been taken, so he knows that there's no Spire or anything crazy like that coming out for Sioras. And GogojOey, he has no intention. Oh, never mind. He is going for that third base. I don't know if that's the right call. Immediately pounced upon by the Lings.
Yeah, immediately has to cancel. Unfortunately for GogojOey, he tried just like, oh, maybe he thought he was safe. He didn't really have that much vision outside his 3rd/4th locations. Like, this actually run by may actually get in. The Queen, just in time, able to just block that off.
Yeah, that was so close. And it's so important not just to avoid any Ling damage, but also to hide the tech, right? Like GogojOey, he's going for that base, and there's plenty of Roaches. Like, he's hiding the fact that he's going for Spire, for going for Mulus quite well. And this could completely blindside Sioras.
Yep. At the moment, he's still just making these Roaches, getting that +1 carapace, collateral constitution being researched by both sides. So we're going to have even ground upgrades, but those mutas aren't going to be the game changer. So no vision on that Spire just as yet. No spores being thrown down.
Yeah, and we'll see what GogojOey decides to do with this. We do see 6 mutas on the way. Will he focus on, killing Overlords? Will he just bypass them completely and go across the map for some economic damage instead? There's a lot of options here for GogojOey. Again, because they've been hidden for so long, I kind of want him to just fly across the map. Oh, did he see them?
I don't know whether he saw them. Yeah, I don't think there's no spells being thrown down, no like Hydrogen as well, but now he does see them. One Overlord does go down, and now
that
the
triggers
killing
him.
spree. Yep.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
He's triggered right now. He's
like,
oh my god, he's going across the map with all his Roaches, and honestly, he has so many of them. And because this is Death Aura, he utilizes those speed zones to just quickly zoom across the map. He's already here at the third base of GogojOey, and sure, there are a couple of Mutalisks, but there are just so many Roaches, it's gonna take so long to clean them up.
Yeah, he has doubled the number of Roaches, even more, and even going to be throwing down that Hydralisk Den to try and control the mutas, but nice micro here from GogojOey. He's just backing up into the spines to buy some more time, but Sioras, he's just brute forcing his way in. The mutas just tickling these Roaches at the moment. More mutas on the way, 10 Roaches as well, but the Roaches do get into the main, and the natural trying to do as much economic damage as they can. 7, 8, 9, 10 drones already fallen. And I feel like GogojOey is starting to suffer the pitfalls of doing a meter switch when your opponent's just still staying on Roaches.
Exactly. Like, typically those spines that were thrown down too late, you typically have like a forest here to protect your natural, but there was none. There was only a single spine, so it did go down. The roaches got in for Sioras, and so much damage was dealt. And now there are spores everywhere. You were pointing it out earlier. The Hydralisk then was thrown down. The Hydra's already on the way. Like, Sioras, he's in complete control of this map, of this game, and GogojOey, he has to do something with these Melees. I just don't know what he can do.
Now, go for that frugal sword, but he does have a decent number of roaches left over from that engagement. So, as we all know, roaches do beat out hydras, at least in terms of DPS. The Mutas trying to do the best that they can, diving in and out, but it looks like GogojOey has to retreat from this counterattack. It looks like we're just back onto even footing right now. GogojOey just down in drones after that push out from Sioras. As these Mutas go into the main, trying to do some damage as they can, only just fighting an Overlord.
Yeah, and honestly, like, GogojOey, he is down in workers, as you said. He is down by 12 workers. What's important is that he did keep all of his bases alive. Like, he has all 3 of his hatcheries, so he's able to drone up if he chooses, and he is attempting to catch up. And with all these Melees as well, like, he does kind of have map control. Like, it's going to take a while before Sioras feels confident enough to push out.
Sorry, those files, but look at the surrounds onto these Ravagers. Only one left so far. The Zerglings trying to do the best that they can. But the Mutas, they can just sit in between the second and this natural and this third base and just pick off any reinforcements.
Yeah, that was really good. He was able to pick off some trickling in Hydras there coming out from that production line. So he was able to, get some value there. Again, keeping the Hydra count low, keeping Sioras at home. Meanwhile, GogojOey, he's just macroing up. Like, he's re-droning up. He's going to be catching up, and he's actually re-throwing down that Baneling nest.
Yeah, and especially against mass Hydras, Banelings with speed can deal so much damage. And I like this decision, as well as getting that +2 range and Carapace as well. As now, do you see an engagement once again? And I think Sioras was lacking in his roach count. That was the only problem. And look at this. You can see that from GogojOey. As soon as he tries to engage, he brings the Mutas in between that natural and 30, he's picking off the reinforcements.
Yeah, it's so smart. I love the way he's been controlling his Melees, even picking off a couple of queens that are lagging behind the main pack, the main army. And yeah, he's just doing so much with these Melees. The last thing you want is to, like, be forced to use them in the main army engagement. And even with these Ravagers, like, he's doing so much with so little.
Oh, it has to be careful, might lose one after it just got evolved. As see, the Mutas, they can just damage these roaches. So when there is a big fight, it's mostly just damaged units against fresh new ones from GogojOey.
Yeah, and now he's utilizing those spines that he threw down earlier as well. And here we go, the main engagement is happening. Sioras has finally made his way all the way to the main base, to the third
sandwich!
base.
The Biles landing in, and GogojOey just completely cleans up that army and cleans up game 1 here. Oh, what a amazing game 1.
Yeah, that was actually really, really surprising. Like, even looking at the graphs, like, GogojOey, he had taken a lot of damage. Like, he was, again, trying to do a lot with a little, and he really made it work. Like, that Melees control. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely beautiful. He did lose a bit when he first engaged, but other than that, he just utilized them to just pick off the reinforcing units, and once the big fight happens, there was pretty much damaged units against absolutely fresh new ones. And as we can see, looking back at that, as the fight happens, it's just pretty much GogojOey just brute forcing his way in. I think Sioras didn't get his upgrades, right?
Yeah, I think he just had
like
one.
His +2. Yeah, he only just had 1-1.
Exactly.
Whereas, as that big fight happened, GogojOey had 2-2 happening at the same time. So, yeah. Well, we are going on to Pillars of Gold for our second map here, and GogojOey, he's on match point. He's one step closer to getting into that finals to qualify. You know what, Light? You haven't done a good team GP. Why don't you take the first intro?
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Pillars of Gold LE, we have our Hong Kong boy. We have representing Team GP. It is the Joey himself, GogojOey.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand side, the green Zerg. Representing Mongolia, this is Sioras.
And again, what a ZvZ that was, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
That was great. I know there's a lot of people out there who they look at ZvZ and they're like, oh, it's just roaches versus roaches, or oh, it's just Ling Bane versus Ling Bane. But there was just so much to that game. There was just so much when it came to denying vision, sneaking out tech, these big roach pushes as well. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, and Sioras, I swear he almost had that game.
Oh yeah.
In hand with that big roach push once he first saw the mutas. But GogojOey was able to just hold on and then just able to out macro, getting those upgrades, using the muta. I as we said before, that muta control was absolutely beautiful. Just being able to get in between that natural and the third and just pick off any reinforcing units. But for now, we're back at square one. It's a new game. It's a new map. First time we've seen Pillar of Gold on the stream as GogojOey tries to hide the links. Did Sioras see that?
Oh, I don't believe he did, but he will see these links here with his second Overlord. GogojOey, again, he was trying to be a little bit sneaky, but as long as Sioras was looking at his monitor at that minimap, he should have seen those links.
He did, and he's already got the Queen out to help defend. And this is the thing, actually, I've noticed with GogojOey. If he's up one game in a ZvZ, he'll go early pull and try to link Team 6 you to death.
Yeah, as we see here, I mean, there were 2 links for defense and a single Queen, and it looks like, oh, is there enough for GogojOey? There is not. Sioras holds.
Just barely, but this one Queen just popping out now. And these lings just gonna chase each other. Oh, they're so close. Ah, the Queen. Ah, and that ling. There we go. The surviving Queen picks it up.
Yes, the ling.
Quick keeper chamber.
Yeah, this is actually
a quick lair.
Huh.
From both players.
Yeah, both players going for insanely fast lairs. Both players going for their Evo chambers. Obviously, we do have Sioras going for that Roach Warren. Part of me feels like we may see a Nidus coming out from Sioras. I'm just trying to think because there's not enough gases for a big Roach push even, or a Spire or anything.
But he's not banking Lings, which is slightly concerning to me. And it is getting that +2 ranged upgrade as well. Yeah, I feel like it's just quick roaches from both players.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, if Roach speed gets started, then obviously it's just for a quick Roach push.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's kind of interesting how both players went for the same thing.
Yeah. And there's the Roach speed from Sioras, and Roach Warren isn't done yet for GogojOey, but assuming once that's done, should see Roach speed. He has got enough gas. There it is. Yeah, so both players just going for these fast 2-base Roach timings, it seems.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious as to why they decided to do this. The exact same thing.
Maybe they talk to each other and they're like, you know what? Why don't we just 2-base Roach each other?
right. I mean, it does seem like GogojOey is a little bit behind, by a couple of seconds. A later Roach Warren, a later third base. I don't think it's gonna really come into play. And yeah, it's just really interesting how they both had this gentleman's agreement. This is how we're playing today.
I think it was unintentional, but it's amazing nonetheless.
Yeah. What are the odds, right? What are the odds that they both do the exact same thing? It's crazy.
It's gotta be It's not high, but it's not low either.
So yeah, I guess we'll see who diverges first here. Again, they both have pretty similar army supplies. They're both droning up as well. We'll see who decides to go for the push first, as again, like +1 and roach speed is lining up quite nicely for both players. We do have Sioras immediately starting +1 armor. We'll see if GogojOey decides to go for a +2 attack, or continue on as well. Hopefully he doesn't forget his upgrades.
Well, we'll see, as GogojOey did go for a couple of roaches, getting that +2 missile attack now. So, and there's the +1 carapace. Now, Sioras needs to get that +2 carapace. Otherwise, it's going to end up sort of like game 1 again. He's going to go for a big fight, and there's going to be nothing too much to help him with that.
Yeah, pretty interesting how.
Yes, he's got the gas and minerals.
Yeah, and he has 2 evos. Like, he definitely could have gone for another upgrade, but instead he's opting to to focus on his army. Like, he has 20, he's ahead by 20 supply in terms of his army. Like, he's focusing on his roach production, as opposed to GogojOey, who has droned up quite heavily in comparison.
Yeah, and well, Yara Pillar of Gold, it is a big map. You have overlords everywhere, so you can sort of assume that you're pretty safe from any push, because if you see it as it's heading out, you're going to have enough time to get your defenses up, like get enough units out to defend. So it's I feel like GogojOey's on the right track here. Like, he's getting that +2 attack. He has droned up. He's up 13 drones at the moment.
Yeah,
compared to Sioras.
Well, I mean, for the past 2 minutes, Sioras hasn't made a single drone, and we see why, as he was hiding all of his roaches there in his natural, and now he's going for this massive push out, and it is spotted by GogojOey. He does see this, but it doesn't matter. Is it too late?
Oh, his Sioras' +1 carapace got corrupted.
Oh yeah, it got contaminated. That's it.
Contaminated. That's it. But Sioras, he's taken a page out of GogojOey here, and has decided to go for a Spire.
Yeah, he is going for a Spire behind this.
GogojOey's supply blocked.
Oh yeah, he's supply blocked. 7 overlords are on the way. Oh god, that's not what you want to be seeing right now. And
Sioras needs to attack now, otherwise
he goes for it.
Yeah, there it is. The +2 is almost finished, so Sioras, he needs to make a move and needs to make it pretty damn soon. Otherwise, these roaches are just going to obliterate him. Pre-splits are already on their way, and I think he got contaminated twice. It had to be.
Yeah, it had to have been. That lasted an incredibly long amount of time. Something to take note of is that when Sioras did push out across the map, he droned up, so he did catch up in terms of workers. He was able to close that gap, as he did realize that he wasn't able to end the game, as well as throwing down that Spire. So right now, he's just dancing. Right now, he's just containing his opponent, keeping his attention here, while he is going for those mutilisks.
Mutas 10. Mutas on the way here. A small problem in the terms of Steel Mold. But now GogojOey, he wants to push out by himself. There is still no Ravages here for Sioras.
Yeah,
but the Mutas are almost finished, and he is taking that 4th base, which I don't feel like that was a good idea, especially since GogojOey is pushing out.
Yeah, we have a bit of a reversal here, as the mutalisks are out just in time. There's a decent amount of roaches. Obviously, GogojOey does have the upgrade advantage.
Yeah, you can see it immediately. Well, the Mutas trying to do the best that they can, as these roaches just keep on pushing in. GogojOey showing the brute force. The Mutas trying to pick off these Ravages. Val's trying to land down. They're going to go straight on these eggs.
Yeah, and just like that, they're able to crush.
Drones, actually.
Yeah, they're able to crush the main army. A couple of drones did go down, as we don't have WCS Game Heart. It was like 5 or 6 drones. Meanwhile, the roaches are continuing to push on forward into the natural. Sioras trying to hold the line here with his reinforcing roaches, but he gets into the natural.
Yeah, and it's almost an exact mirror of Game 1.
Yeah.
The person with Mutas gets attacked by a huge roach army, gets economic damage dealt to them, and now they can't exactly do too much. It's just these just the Mutas and the reinforcing roaches to try and defend them. But I feel like GogojOey has the better army this time than Sioras. Like, he has the more roaches. Eventually will get cleaned up, but so many drones gets thrown down, and 10 Gs come out. as GogojOey advances to that final.
GG, well played again. We had a bit of a reversal to game number 1, except this time GogojOey, he was on point. He had those upgrades, that massive upgrade advantage. It took so long. I say so long, it never happened. Sioras never cleaned up the roaches. Like, he just didn't have enough Mutalisks to deal with that massive count that GogojOey had.
Yeah, it was just unfortunate that he was unable to get, that cleaned up for him. And it was once again that the upgrades for the roaches playing a huge factor into that push. And this time it was the attacking Zerg, the first time, that had the upgrade advantage, and you could see it clearly during that first engage. Oh.
Yeah, definitely, and again, it was really well done. Even behind this, it's not like he was all in. Like GogojOey, he had the worker advantage. As soon as the push happened, and as soon as the Mutalisks were revealed, he threw down a Hydra Den. He had the Hydra upgrades on the way. He actually had Burrow as well as Roach Burrow movement on the way as well. Like, he had everything lined up for the follow up, and yeah, just Sioras, he just crumbled under like the first push, and that was just, again, this ZvZ was just so well played by GogojOey. Like, the entire series.
Yeah, the entire series, yeah. But Sioras, he wasn't like a pushover, like, especially in that first game. Like, he was so close to actually taking that game away from GogojOey, but unfortunately, it was the upgrades for him. But and this time, it was just unfortunate that he didn't get the upgrades again and went for the mutas instead of, just banking up a massive amount of roaches. But, it's what it is now GogojOey goes on to face Lemon.
Yeah, we do have the upgraded bracket. Lemon did 2-0 sell, and we will be seeing a finals of GogojOey versus Lemon, another ZvZ. And honestly, I'm really surprised that Lemon was able to take Cell down. We won't be seeing that rematch. GogojOey, he did have issues or trouble with Cell in the past, but it won't matter. He will be going up against the fruit, the Lemon.
The most sourest of all players.
The zesty of all players.
The zesty, that's it. Damn it.
It's great, and I'm actually quite impressed. I'm just checking the MMR. Lemon is actually 6k MMR here on the Korean ladder. That's actually scary.
Yeah, that is scary.